Yo, what's going on? Welcome to a good episode of NXT Time with D-Walk. We could talk about NXT. We could talk about what we didn't like. We gonna talk about what was good, what was bad, what they need to fix, what they could do. This week we had a special guest, Miss Sexy Red, in which I'm gonna give y'all feedback on how I feel about that. We gonna talk about first how overall it was. Overall, it was to me. Uh, if we want for no game changes, and if we didn't have special guests, I think it would be like it would be no good. I mean, I'm saying that because you got to have special guests to make it better. Like I said to me, Sexy Red, like she to me, she shouldn't have no involvement in it because she didn't impact wrestling nothing, nowhere near shape or form. Just appearance. I mean, like I'm not big on like you dig it. You know what I mean. Not big on like her music and nothing like that. I mean, what has she done? What can she do from here to further on to put an impact in wrestling? She don't. But we got a first match though. Our first match, we got a qualifying match for the North American title. We got Shan versus AKA Mia Yim versus Tatum Paxley. I seen the lineup and what I seen was this. I looked at it. I looked at Tatum Paxley was a good up and coming. Mishan, she all right. Like to me, I don't see her as a like contender or a champion. You know what I'm saying? She surprised me at this one. Good bout, good back and forth. Uh, when it comes down to it, Mishan, Mia Yim, she picked up the win with what's that move called? The Eat My Dirt or something like that. I was surprised by that. I was surprised they let Misha beat Tatum Paxley. I mean, because Tatum Paxley, she up and coming too. She a good wrestler. That's why I didn't understand like how they let her lose this match, especially if it's not they not gonna really push Misha. Bleacher Report gave him a C minus, and also gave feedback on. It also Jada Parker was at ringside looking to see who was gonna win the match. Like I said, I thought the match was. I give it a C. They right about it. I give it a C minus. It was worth a C minus. Next match, I don't understand. We got match number 2. We got Ridge Holland versus Riley Osborne with Chase University. To me, what's happening is I could see Chase University splitting up. I see Chase University going their own ways. I could see them splitting up one another. Uh, Chase going one way with Ridge Holland and um whatchamacallit going another way with Riley Osborne, but that'll put Thea Hill in the situation on which way she gonna go. Is she gonna go with Ridge or is she gonna go with Chase? It That's how I'm looking at it. With the match, they wrestled back and forth. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense at all because last week they was tag team and they didn't like each other. This week they supposed to be wrestling against each other, and whoever won supposed to squash it and be like, "Oh yeah, we cool and everything cool." But instead, you still got the same attitude. I mean, I don't know what kind of storylines they going through because right now they storylines suck. Their storylines need help. Like, god damn it, like it's like every week is dying. It's dying more and more. And then they had a special guest on there. It was Sexy Red. And like I said, she didn't do nothing to help the show. Like, what did she do? Like,
And ladies and gentlemen, that's my motherfucking cue. Ladies and gentlemen, this week I'm drunk again. Welcome to NXT Time with D-Walk. Now, we all know that Sexy Red came out with a song a few days ago with Drake doing the BBL Drizzy, remix. But again, it was actually pretty good. The first 30 seconds of the song, which it's kind of funny. I wish I could bring my girlfriend into this. I was like, baby, I want you to hear Sexy Red. She said, I know Sexy Red is. Like, I want you to hear this new song. And, she comes out with the first 30 seconds, and then she starts singing like a crazy, like, rabbit that's being murdered. And I said, you know what? This is just bad. But I think NXT and WWE didn't really plan this ahead. They probably heard that she was coming out with a song and thought, it's just another Sexy Red song. That's not going to affect us. Not knowing that she is by far the most, not hated, but most, like, disrespected singer ever because of her song. It's just like if you caught them singing Milli Vanilli. Like, you know they're bad. They're bad. But the reason I came into this is because of a special reason. But this reason is because let's see the tapes.
Drum roll, please.
And we're gonna talk over this shit because damn, that is a beautiful belt. I mean, it's a beautiful belt, North American title. I don't know why someone would tattoo something on their face, but Mike Tyson did it first, I guess. And then Tatum, whoever she is, came out of nowhere.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Here comes
now looks like a very and then Liam or Michelle or Michelle, whatever her name is, came out. I have my thoughts on this.
Final two spots to be filled for that six-woman ladder match for that women's North American title here tonight. Micha not wasting any time, going right at Paxley.
Now, question for you, D-Walk. Do you think she came out because of the storyline or because of Sexy Red?
Sexy Red?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making that up. And for the people watching around YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, we appreciate you. We love you. NXT Time on D-Walk Wednesdays at 9:30. I don't know why the fuck she's here. By the way, I didn't get the video of her singing Sexy Boy with Shawn Michaels in the car. No, I was going to, and then she fucked up those, 10 seconds. I told my girlfriend, there's things in life I don't want to ever ruin. That's one of them. And I have to, think of that in the head. So what's your thoughts other than Sexy? Why? And then again, I didn't get the clip. We'll say it now, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to host the next NXT pay-per-view.
Battleground.
What are your thoughts on that?
That shit sucks. Her album sucks. Like that song she had with Drake when she was trying to sing, she get her album going to flop.
Yeah.
Her album's going to. Man, I understand how and she only known for mainly that sex tape she got out.
She got a sex tape?
Yeah, she got a sex tape.
Oh, damn, ladies and gentlemen. Well, okay. Keep talking. I'll find out. Maybe find out. Okay, anyway. Tell my girlfriend to find out later.
And then she got fragrances out where her shit brown. You know what I'm talking about? Her her woman is brown instead of pink, and that's not good. If it's brown instead of pink, that's not good.
I've been around the world, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen different colors. Let's continue on. Let's not talk about a sexy red vagina before her lawyers come after her asses.
But she mainly known by her. She got fragrances out. She got like 4 different like fragrances out. It was like brown something, and then it's like 3 other. But like, is that how the example they want to go? WWE want to go is known for somebody who, how you say it, like is a they not a good rapper, and they carry themselves on like twerking is everything. Like outside of her job is like you pulling up the middle schools like twerking. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? What kind of example is you showing? Like, that's why I don't like her.
Let's continue on. That was crap.
To me, she had no reason on being on NXT. To me, she hurt NXT more than she did was being on there. To me, she should have never been on there.
The truth about it, and thank you, Rican Reaction, which is me. The truth about it is that you could have found any other rapper, musician, R&B artist, dancer, actor, actress, stunt person, cook, chef, whatever the hell you wanted to do, and you picked the person at the worst possible time to bring her ass in, and that's going to be on you for the next couple of weeks because now she's going to come in. And if people are watching, appreciate you and love you. Please share this so other people can find the NXT time on DWAP, 9:30 p.m. This is a man out.
They could have had Rick Ross on there or something. They could have they could have anybody. They could have had Jelly Roll on there.
Yeah, but Rick Ross is AEW. He rich.
But they could have had Jelly Roll. They could have had Jelly Roll.
They could have had West Side Gun. They could have had Betty the Butcher. They could have had Conway. They could have had anybody. West Side Gun is a neutral wrestling fan. He'll just go anywhere you pay him. And you've given him a belt a bunch of times. Come on, guys. All right.
Excuse me. I'm taking my medicine right now. But it did. Damn. This is good shit. But the DL match, C-. It was all right. No interference. I'm gonna be better by it. It was a good match. It was no interference. It was fair square. Somebody got their upper hand on each other. The commentator didn't. Jada Parker didn't interfere in the match. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna give it a B because it was perfect. Wasn't no interference. It was good. Like I said, we to our next match now, Ridge Holland versus Riley Osborne. It don't make sense. Like they still push it. Like I said, to me they push it towards a Chase University breakup. It's gonna be a different Chase from one Chase to another. It's gonna be 2 Chases. Unless they change their name and fight over it. But to me, that's where I see it going. Chase University versus Chase University. But you got Ridge Holland, who's a hothead. He couldn't eat a hot temper one. So through the match, he beating ass. He goes outside and get a chance to grab the chair, and Thea Hill stops him, and he calmed down a little bit, but at the same time, he's still going to match, and he beat it. He just pretty much win. A win is a win. He win by his finisher, it's like a Page cradle robin, like he pick you up, hold you, then drop you on your head. But the same thing Page used to do. He too big for that shit. But Bleacher Report gave it a B. I'm gonna give it a B- because, like I said, once again, the match didn't make no sense. But it was decent. Wasn't no interference like it always be. And I mean, I don't know. It kind of made a point, but it kind of didn't. I mean, like it's kind of telling you what side, whose side is who on. So we'll see. We got our next match. We got the Good Brothers versus Luke and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Idris Enoff and Malik Blade. This match, it should have been a banger. This match should have been dope. It should have been out to the end where who's gonna win. The part I didn't like was goddamn, what was her name? Elizabeth, man, what was the chick name that got like tapped and she was hurt through the whole, like they had to call for the referees and shit like that. Goddamn, what was her name? Damn, Visible Man, what's up? What was the chick name that Idris and Blade was wrestling and she always come out with him. My man ran into the ropes and then just like bumped into her, barely bumped into her. And it made like a whole panic scene.
Mike was muted. I don't remember that one, honestly.
Brittany Reese. Okay. Like the dude bumped in, like literally the dude like barely tapped his shoulder into her. And like she acted like she was hurt, but then at the same time what made me mad was they began power bombed and body slam and he barely touched her and she acted like she was hurt and he was all concerned. That's why I didn't like, because this match could have been good. This match could have been like, huh?
Oh, Sports Jedi Network. Great.
Yeah, Brittany Reese, thank you. I appreciate the Sports Network. But Brittany Reese. But the thing I was saying was when they have a lot of interference in the matches. They have a lot of outside people that come out with her that is not necessary to. Like for her to come out there and the way they did that to make them a little weak, that was like horrible. That was horrible. I mean, like even with Liv Morgan, both of the matches she had, to win the title and lose the title, it made her a little weak because she still had to have help. That's the whole thing that hurt that everything is like when they have help like that, it hurt them. You got to let them win it fair and square to make it seem like they're gonna be a dominant champion.
Yep, and they're not.
They not.
But let's move on to the next match.
Okay, but we got the Good Brothers picking it up.
Oh God.
They get a B-. Bleacher Pro gave a B-.
Let's just skip it. I ranted on their asses last week. There's nothing progressive about the Good Brothers being in NXT.
Yeah, but you got XCM and Fraser interfere. They whoop their ass. They're like, yeah, we win. You'll never get a title shot and everything, all right? So our next match, we got Jordyn Grace. Okay, like we got Roxanne Perez finding out who her next opponent is.
Yes, and before we continue, as we say in the biz, let's run the tapes.
I'm the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordyn Grace.
Dougie, quack, quack.
Now, Roxanne, you are a great champion, a two-time champion. You have built your name here in NXT the same as I have in TNA. But I'm curious, who do you think has built the stronger foundation? I want to find out. So at Battlegrounds, I'm going to be challenging you for your NXT Women's Championship. And I'm fully prepared to leave Las Vegas a double champion.
You gotta be kidding me!
See, I don't quite know what Jordyn Grace has done to earn an honor. Oh, great. Someone else more important than me.
Hi. Stevie, right? Very nice to meet you. I'm Jordyn. I couldn't help but overhear, and I actually completely agree with you. You want an opportunity, and I want to show the world why I'm the TNA Knockouts champion. So how about this? Next week, we both get what we want. You put yourself on the map, and I show the WWE Universe and Roxanne what they have to look forward to at Battleground.
Sounds great. Perfect. Everyone's happy.
I like it.
Okay. Say your thoughts and I'll say mine next. And people, ladies and gentlemen, your discretion is advised of what I'm about to say.
My thoughts. It's fucked up when you gotta have somebody come from outside to come and make the women's division good. Because Nancy Grace, to me, she's a by far better women's champion.
Okay.
NXT than any of else. Like, to me, she like she not compared to China, but she not. They learning from what China used to could do for a big woman. So that what she could have did now. So that's why, to me, Jordyn Grace is the next China, and they finally like realize that big women can't get down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Lone Sniper Wolf. Love you, sir. Now, what are your thoughts on her opponent next week? Before I say anything,
I have never seen her. The chick she wrestled. I never seen her. I've never seen her wrestle, so I can't even. I think it might be a squash.
Could be. I mean, this could be a chance for the other wrestler against Jordyn Grace to really showcase what they got at NXT. You shouldn't give her a random squash, of course. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now, I'm going to elaborate more on what D-Walk said. It's really trashy when you have to go to TNA to get somebody. Let's be real. You got women in the back, women from Japan, women from anywhere around the world that Triple H can just call and pick it up. We all know this. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. In no way I'm crapping on the Knockouts division. Across the board, across the last couple of decades, they have been killing it. Never say no to that. It's just, but the product around the Knockouts division, TNA and Impact and Dixieland, whatever you want to fucking call it, has always been a disaster. Any person that's partnered with them has been failed. Let's look at an example of Jeff Jarrett and GFW. That's just right off the bat. Now, what bothers me, again, Jordyn Grace, great wrestler. Reminds me of like a very small Brock Lesnar in terms of like power, a little bit of like matches, but I get really angry that you have to bring a TNA Knockouts champion. And let's say hypothetically she wins, right? Hypothetically she wins. No one, and I say this with the utmost respect in my heart, no one will watch TNA if the championship's over there. You'll get a little spike bump, a little itty bitty. This is a little itty bit, but you won't get the same numbers NXT is getting right now. And Sports Network and Lone Sniper Wolf and anybody watching, are you really going to watch TNA to go watch Jordyn Grace defend the championship with, again, great wrestlers like over there across the board, but the product alone sucks. I mean, you go inside a fucking Baskin Robbins to get a caramel sundae, but you know that 70% of that place fucking sucks. The service is bad. They don't give a shit, So, again, thank you, Lowe's Sniper. I love that hardcore shit. We too. So that's my thoughts on Jordyn Grace, honestly, because she's great. She's gonna come in. If she takes the belt, it looks bad. If Roxanne, sorry, not Lola. If Roxanne wins, then it looks bad for Jordyn Grace. It just looks bad. It just, unless you win by if she wins by cheating, hitting her over the head with something or hitting her with a belt, a disqualification, then fine. You're protecting both parties. But if you do a stupid roll up or legs on the ropes or something, no, it looks bad. They know it's bad. Let it the fuck go. That's
What
my
if they
thought.
do interference, disqualification?
Then they'll probably like extend it to a 3-way.
Yeah,
Which
or 4-way.
it's a great product, but at the same time, which then you're gonna have to let Jordyn Grace stay there for about a month.
Yeah.
Bury about 2 or 3 girls. You know that they're gonna have to,
Mhm.
whether they like it or not. And then bury or pin not the champion, or the champion pins not Grace. So
Yeah.
it's a lose-lose situation. Like there's gonna be people that are gonna be mad on both sides. Smart thing is just do a disqualification, then you do a second match like a hardcore match where someone interferes in that match, which then turns into a 3-way in the third version, and then you can just squash it. Jordyn can lose, or Roxanne can lose by the third person standards.
And what the last champion that was on there?
Yeah. Yes, I actually got TNA Plus cover TNA on my channel, and actually the name of the wrestling, no offense. Come guys. The TNA have the two-bed women. No, I'm saying this again. The TNA's women's division across the board is one of the best women's division out there. I never say against that. From 2002 all the way up, they have been best. However, everything else sucks.
Yeah.
Across time. I'm saying Dixieland. I'm saying GFW time. I'm saying all the weird shit that we've been seeing across the board, except for Matt Hardy. That's why I said it's 70%. We all remember Matt Hardy. We all remember when this guy, Bobby Lashley, was cool back then. We all remember that shit. So, Sport Network, with respect to my heart, women's division, great. Everything else, except for when Matt Hardy was around there, and Willow, shout out to Willow, that's it. Like that. Other than that, I tried to watch TNA during the Matt Hardy times. I tried. That was the only time I watched it. But let's go past that. Let's move on to the next subject. I know sports is like twist of fate. Exactly, twist of fate. Thank you, Little Sniper. Love you, sir.
Bleacher Report gave it an A.
Of course, people gave it an A because it's a good idea. It's a unique idea. Unique ideas always get like B and above, and I respect that. Again, it's gonna be a good match if Roxanne puts her fucking heart out. Jordyn is gonna burn her body off in like the first 15 minutes to show off, which is a good. She has the cardio for it.
Yeah.
What was it about? Yeah.
Next match, we got Lola Vice versus Ariana Grace.
Yes.
What you think about that match?
I got the ending of it. If you want to see it.
Yeah.
Roll the tapes.
Yeah.
Able to get back to her feet, and look, we talk about the NXT Underground match for the first time ever on a premium live event. You don't even know what to expect.
Ooh, nice little back.
And with that 305,
I'll give it that. Like, I don't. Okay. Now, that woman be watching Eddie Kingston, so I give it that one. You don't. I'm sorry. If someone gives you a spinning back fist, if someone gives you a spinning kick, or if someone gives you a spinning knee, or spinning anything, the first thing you don't do after you go on the floor is wiggle your legs and try to tap out. You're knocked the fuck out. That's the point that Eddie Kingston does it, that when he does the spinning back fist, it connects, dizzy you, and your ass is too stupid to fucking move your legs. That pissed me off.
Yeah. Ariana Grace.
Yes.
Ariana Grace kind of remind me of Smart Eugene. Remember how Eugene was? That's how she was giving me Eugene vibes.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna say that for reasons, but I will say that after, like we're gonna say this anyway, After the match, she calls out Baszler and she's gonna fight in the underground. What are your thoughts on that?
Again, it's boring. Now it's boring. I mean, then the fact about it, they doing a UFC. Man, they doing a
That's true.
yeah. Spirit Big Boot put you down for real. And to me, who had the nastiest big boot was Test. Test had a nasty big boot.
That nasty big boot. But again, these are the type of moves that are surprising, Lone Sniper.
Yeah.
So like spinning back fist, spinning knee, the black pass. Those are surprise moves. You're gonna see a fucking boot coming because someone threw you against the ropes, and you're gonna get a big boot to the face. Spear is also a surprise move, so I give you that. Gore and everything.
Yeah.
We're not getting moves. If she already fought her already and lost, obviously, Baszler, and she's really perfecting that spinning back fist, it only works in a bounce or in a corner type environment. But I don't know. I don't think she's gonna win. Baszler's like stuck in NXT. Thank you. Kane did it too. He loved the big boot and the uppercut punch. Like Baszler's I'm gonna say this now. Baszler is stuck in NXT probably for the next year or two until she and she probably knows that and is okay with that because she realizes that if she goes up to the main roster, she's gonna get buried. It's not gonna do anything, and it's just gonna freaking suck. Got another comment here. The storyline is Lola with Shayna's Underground and UFC Apex 26. They haven't had a match yet. Oh. Okay. I get that. So, damn. I mean, I'm not going to see it, though, because obviously I don't want to see that match because because the spinning back fist is only effective if you connect. If you miss, and Baszler goes under your ass, she'll just do the wraparound, boop, you're knocked out. You're knocked out, tapped out. So I mean, unless she gets like a bottle and cracks it over her head, that'll be cool. But that's that's all I gotta say about that. All right.
Ronda Rousey gonna come in, choke her out, help her out win.
Exactly.
Next match we got oh my god. So I gotta bring this match up.
You got to.
Lexis King versus Dante Shin Part 2.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. Next match. Let's go. Fuck that. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, sports. If you guys watch that, nope.
D.
D.
Bleacher Report. D. Then we got the North American title qualifying with Kehlani Jordyn versus Sinclair Wynn. Can we skip that too?
It was a good match. Not that great to talk about. No, it was a qualifying match. I apologize for not really giving a shit about it. Moving on.
C minus.
If it's, you know what, we can do that from now on, and for you as well, D-Walk, if you want to. If it's a C minus and a D, skip it. Honestly, because if it's not giving you a buzz in your heart, then we're not going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly.
Yeah. Damn right.
Yeah, or if his name Lexis King, either or.
I dig it. Next, we got the main event.
Oh, okay, hold up. I got you. Time for the button.
Praying over bricks, lessons on the stove. Praying over bricks, lessons on the stove.
All right.
We got my man Tricky Trick Williams and Javon Evans versus Gallus. Well, we got Trick Williams with Sexy Red. I don't know why, but versus Gallus, Joe and Mark Coffey. That match had potential. It had potential.
Yeah.
It had potential to me because it could have been better for what it should have been. So now you got Trick Williams looking weak as a NXT champion. NXT champion.
But let's talk about the finish because the finish is a little detailed in this. Sexy Red stops one of them from getting the belt. Trick uses that distraction to do his special. 1, 2, 3. And him and Sexy are happy. Now, we know that Trick wins because he's a champion, and this weird storyline feud with Gallus and everything else is not really helping him so much. And he's trying. He's trying. Give him that. Give him the best thing in the world. He's trying to help the much as he can.
Yeah.
It's just not helping because it's just the same as Damian Priest. Damian, and I love Damian Priest. You got the belt, but you're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're supposed to talk, and you're not really that talky. I've heard the promos. I watched a couple podcasts talk about WWE and SmackDown. Like, get the fuck better. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have exclusive audio after a said person was talking. And who was talking before the lights went out, Mr. D-Walk? After the match. After the match, Trick Williams won, and he was in the middle of the ring.
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Well, we have exclusive audio of what he really said to Trick Williams after said thing. Ladies and gentlemen, audio discretion is advised.
Hey, yo, look, lads. I don't.
Exclusive audio, ladies and gentlemen. Hear this. Exclusive audio. What he really said to Trick Williams after this happened. I wonder who this is. Oh, look, it's Ethan Page.
Booker, that's Ethan Page. What's it even?
I'm Ethan Crybaby Page. I had my own doll, got an easy paycheck, and now I'm in NXT doing the same exact thing. Guess what? I'm mid. That's why I left. Can't make a break, can't do anything else. Now I have to take over Trick Williams' property. Cause I'm Ethan Crybaby Page. And I'm gonna do other people's moves to act all cool. Cause I'm Ethan Crybaby Page.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, exclusive audio. Asia's debut.
He ought to be shaming himself. Hey, you ought to be shaming himself for that.
I don't think he had to talk about his own doll and his own little paycheck, but I mean, that's his right. That's his right to talk about his business and anything expensive. So, what's your thoughts on that, sir? Like, Ethan Crybaby Page is in NXT.
Honestly, I see Ethan Page over Trick because they make a Trick look real weak right now. They started off with Ethan Page looking strong, like he literally just beat the shit out of him. Like they'd already made Trick Williams look weak for the past couple of weeks now, and for no reason. I mean, for a man who beat Dragunov, he beat Dragunov fair and square. Why are y'all making this dude look weak? And Dragunov is a tough person.
Yeah, but he's looking real goofy in the main roster right now. Like real freaking goofy. Like it's just the storyline gets to a certain point. They know how to make a storyline to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And for 20 people watching, we appreciate you and we love you. Please
Thank
share
you.
this. D-Walk, NXT Times, 9:30 on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I'm gonna say my thought, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, all joking aside, I don't hate you, Ethan Page. I just think you are the dumbest guy ever to make this decision, respectfully. And I'm gonna explain right now for a second, if I may, Mr. Walk.
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second, baby. And my baby's asleep. What bothers me is that, again, as he said it in his own words, he got his own doll in AEW. He got a comfortable check. He went to ROH and tried to reinvent himself over there and everything. And no matter what happened, he still left to go to NXT. Not to the main roster. Not to the main roster at all. Not to Raw, not to SmackDown, not to even Sunday Night Heat, not to main event. None of those places. To freaking NXT. And if you remember, for anyone that's watching, Lexis King came the same way as well,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. And look at him now. That we literally had to skip his match because it was just a D. And who's the GM for NXT? That's The Rock's daughter, who doesn't do a damn thing but just copy paste the orders of whatever they tell them. That's it. That's it. The simplest, easiest thing ever. But let's get back to Ethan Page.
Copy and paste.
You're gonna come in. You're gonna fight Trick. You're gonna lose. That's as the sun rises. You're gonna lose. You're not, or do not have the veracity of Kevin Steen 2016. You do not have the power of Keith Lee 2018. You do not have the skill, the finesse, the talking power of Adam Cole 2018, 19, 20. You do not have any of these traits. You had your own trait. Your own trait in AEW. You had your stick. You made a couple bad decisions going into bad groups. Because, ladies and gentlemen, no one forced you to be anything. They gave you an idea, you fucking ran with it. They gave you chicken shit, and you came out with chicken shit. Okay, throw it away, try again. Try again. Let's take you to ROH. Try again. Try again. We give you a fucking doll, since you're a fucking doll fanatic, and give you an easy fucking paycheck. I don't feel creatively that I'm doing anything because I'm Ethan Crybaby Page. So I'm gonna go to NXT to try my best. 6 matches, then I'm down like Lexis King. That's what's gonna fucking happen, Ethan Page. Again, I don't wish this on anybody. I want you to see. I want you to hear this too. I'm gonna clip this and tag you this on your YouTube channel. I really want you to hear this. And I know you're going to hear this because you're insecure like everybody else in this world. Wrestling fan and wrestlers are alike. Let's be real. You read every comment. You listen to everything because you want criticism, constructive or not. What I'm saying is that you better have had a fucking ironclad contract to make fucking sure you got the belt. You got gold. If you do not get gold in the next 6 months and have a dominant heel run because you're going out as a heel, then you should sit down with your family, with your friends, in a mirror in front of you and question what the F you're doing. Honestly. Because you can go to Japan, you can TNA, you can go anywhere you want. But you know NXT is overstocked with wrestlers right now.
Yeah.
Know that. You can't win the fucking lottery if everyone's voting on the same fucking number. -1, -2, +1, +2. It's all about the fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Invisible Man fucking out.
Yeah. Hey, Invisible Man Raw. And as you've seen it, we have Trick Williams get his ass beat after the match. We have Ultra Ego Ethan Page beat his ass. That ended the show, but did y'all notice the flashing, the symbols and everything in between some of the matches? Crazy. More dude coming. So, therefore, that is the end of NXT. I want to thank everybody who gave me a like. I want to thank everybody who gave me a comment. Let's get these numbers up. And be bigger.
Of course. Thank you for the 35 people that are watching. Thank you for Sports Jedi Network. Thank you for Lone Sniper Wolf, a brother from another dimension of the world. I appreciate you. Remember, Wednesdays at 9:30. Sometimes on Saturdays, BWF. We'll get there. Coming soon, other shows coming from D-Walk. Stay healthy and happy. And remember, I'm going to clip the whole rant on Ethan Page, and that's going to come out everywhere on every single social media. I don't really care. Because you made the dumbest, most irresponsible thing in your life. And the PWF, which is the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. Shout out to the Misfit Nation. Shout out to Onyx. Shout out to Sports Jedi Network. Shout out to Larry Gaines. Shout out to D-Walk. Shout out to Joe BNCO. Shout out to all my freak nasty freaks. Wear a condom. Summer's coming.